Hey everyone, Shane Fleming, also known as SSF156. I'm here to do another album review. Well, it's actually my first one. It's going to be Snubnoze off Safety. Album was released in 1997 under the label probably Snubnoze. I'm not really sure because this was an underground album done by Snubnoze, probably one of their first. I'm pretty sure it was their first. It was produced by Blackout. I mean, Blackout, he's quite the producer though. I mean, even Juice talks about him on the first track of the album. Talk about how he had them fat sounds. All right, so I mean, Blackout, his style of music is unique. He just defines Memphis rap. I mean, DJ Paul, he has some serious good sounds too. DJ Zerk, good sounds. All the Memphis rappers and producers, they all have their own style, and I love it. That's something I like about Memphis rap. I mean, everybody sounds different, but they all work together sometimes, but hey, they're human. What can I say? But I mean, Off Safety begins with a track called the intro or feature presentation. Just you can hear them singing in the background. They have some of their pure live performance and all. And it's just a basic intro that just introduced everybody on the album. The Brand Snubnoze, like Big Baby, Juice, Big Eli, HAVO to the Z, I think, is on there too. It's just a basic intro. Much different than just beat playing in the background. Mix it up a little bit. Then you have the second track, it's called Genesis. It's just Juice. It's a Juice solo. He's just rapping about his life, about how he started in Snubnoze, and how he got to Memphis, Tennessee, how he started from the bottom, basically. You hear Drake's song start from the bottom. Well, I have to say, it's a real story. I started down there. I'm starting how he lived with his grandmother. His grandmother took him in. He worked at KFC, and then how he rose up, got to Memphis, Tennessee, joined up with his cousin Blackout, which I thought was interesting. That Juice and Blackout are probably related because I mean he said his cousin Blackout. So I'm assuming. All right, yeah, I'm assuming that they are related, which is a pretty cool connection of how they're family members and they started a music group. And you got Juice and Blackout, and I think Terror and them are related too, but I'd have to research that. He just talks about basic origins of Snubnoze and his album called Ashes Off My Blunt, which is done by Juice. It's an album that I should probably check out and should probably have a review on someday. But I think if you're a true Snubnoze fan like Memphis rap, check it out. It's a good album, I'm sure. Then you have Glitter Boys. It's one of my favorite tracks on here because it talks about fake people who put up a front to try to act cool, to get the girls, get people to like them, act like they're gangster, wearing their mom's jewelry, showing off their bling. It's pretty much before its time. I mean, today now you have everybody acting like they got swag and all this and that. Ride around their fat cars with 20-inch rims, souped up cars, trying to act all cool, like, what's up, I'm a gangster, I mean, I got all this and that, flashy jewelry. I mean, just talks about the time. I mean, it's a good song about how you play around like that, you're going to be treated that way, and how you get stuck up. Or I'm trying to think, song 36 Mafia. Gotta touch them, you're going to get touched. Because you just got to be careful how you present yourself. Image is everything. And then after that is Boys in the Wood. Oh wait, I forgot to explain for a second what exactly Glitter Boy is. Oh yeah, I kind of did. It's more of a person who just puts up a front to kind of act a certain way, to act fake, as we say now. I mean, it could be a boy or a girl, so Glitter Boy, Glitter Girl. Alright, then after that you have Boys in the Wood. It's a nice little spin-off of Boys in the Hood by Eazy-E. But I mean, it's all Snubnoze track. Talk about Boys in the Wood is always hard because, Juice came from the woods in Mississippi, down in, I'm going to say, don't know if it's Tunica, Senatobia, I believe, but I mean, that's where he is now. Don't really know, I really forget where Mississippi he came from, but he grew up in the woods, born in the gravel, raised in the woods. You can hear that later on in the album. It's a nice song, I like it, pretty groovy. Then you have Lati Date, which is them joking around a little bit on the track, everyone and stuff. It's another one of my favorite ones. It's a bit of a comic relief for the whole track from the little serious tone. They take the edge down, just joke around a bit, have a good time. It's a classic. And then here's one that some of you gamers will like, especially my friend Kyrie, since he loves Mortal Kombat. It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a little more comedic. It talks about lyrical warfare, about them battling it out, but it's a battle of people with the best rhymes. Just everybody in Snubnoze just rapping it out. You can hear samples of Mortal Kombat, like punching, all that. Pretty good song. I think it's about 4 or 5 minutes long. Pretty decent. Then here's the song where everything turns. It goes from a funny edge to a more serious tone. Pretty sad too. It's called Trust. I have to tell you, the song Trust, when I first heard it, man, it hit me hard. I kind of got a little sad because I thought, wow, this story about a kid growing up in the struggle, just like how Juice did. But then he didn't take the same turn that Juice did to turn his life around and make something positive out of the negative. He took his negative, he joined up with the wrong crowd, got caught up with the wrong crowd, and then he went out and just committed a murder. And did 10 years in jail and came back. And I mean, it's pretty sad. And then people he trusted who rolled with him that murdered, they then went out and then they got him killed. It's pretty sad though. I mean, sad song. It really spoke to me that you have to be careful who you call your friend, who you claim, who you're riding with, who you hang out with, or people say who you F with, Just you have to be careful, have to watch yourself every day. Just watch your back. Be careful who you call your friends. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But just know who's down to ride to the end. Then the last track is the outro. I mean, most songs it's an outro. It's like, oh yeah, here's what we have coming up next. We have new albums coming. These people and these people. But song outro. It's not just called outro. It's called For Life. Now, for some of you guys who had to think about this title, it's called IV Life, but it means four in Greek. The Greek. No, sorry. I think in Roman numerals for four. For life, meaning Snubnoze. For life, meaning Snubnoze for life. And this is just a little outro talking about that they're down with Snubnoze because they're Snubnoze. And, they're Snubnoze. It just talks about that, and it's not over with. It's an outro, but it's not the end of what they have coming, because they have many more albums to come. And I mean, album after this, its successor is, I believe, Digital Gravel, which is, man, HAV tears it up on there, I have to say, especially the track AI, way ahead of its time in 2001. Man, they're just talking about the Snubnoze music is going to have many more albums after that, especially Terror. Terror's album, self-titled, which is Terror, tore it up. I'm telling you, I remember when I first heard that album, killed it, straight up, like, nobody said it brought it harder. No mainstream artist I can think of spoke better than him during the time. This is, I believe, pre 9/11, but everything they're talking about on Digital Gravel and the self-titled album Terror is just, it's crazy. Snubnoze music is something else. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love 3-6 Mafia and some other Memphis artists, but Snubnoze, they keep it real all the time. There's no filter on what they say, they just tell it how it is, and they talk about the world and what's going on. And another one of my favorites by Snubnoze is Blackout, mainly, who produced this album, is Blackout Under the Influence, Take 1. Also known as just Under the Influence to some, such as me. But, because, yeah, Snubnoze, man, they really know how to bring good music, especially Blackout. They're blessed to have him running as the ringleader. And I can't wait for some of the new projects to come out. Especially, I believe it's, Neck of the Wood. I forgot what it's called, but there's a new album coming out that the Juice announced on his Instagram. I forgot what it's called. I can't think of it right now, but it's gonna have HAV, Juice, and Big Eli. I'm sure they're gonna have a lot of features from the original members, but it's gonna be great. I think it's called Boys of the Woods, but it's coming out. I believe I want to say spring of next year. I think, but I don't know. Hopefully, if anybody of you know, just comment on this video and let me know, or just direct message me on YouTube or Google+. I really love to know, because Snubnoze is one of my all-time favorite Memphis rappers. Even though I'm from up here in Harrisburg, I'm still a fan, because it's much different from East Coast, much different from mainstream. It just has its own voice, its own style. It's just meant to speak to you. And the thing about this album right here definitely is that it's about bettering yourself. It's about learning who's your real friend, who's going to be with you to the end, and just learning that there's always a way to improve your life. And I think that's a common message in Blackout's music and Snubnoze's music, especially on Under the Influence. Just talks about you just have to just keep pushing on. Keep your friends close to you. Do what you have to do to get through life, and just make it, because you're always going to have bad times, and there will always be good times. I'm telling you that for sure, because there's no better success story I can think of in underground rap music, or even rap music, than Juice. Him rising up, because she started at the bottom right there. struggling with. I mean, he talked about it in Genesis, he hated seeing his mom struggle to put food on the table. And now, if you some of you who follow him now know what's going on. He's now a barber, doing real well. I'm telling you, I was happy to see that because when I found out it was Juice, I'm like, there's no way. You're Juice. When I found him on Instagram, I'm happy for him because I thought, wow, man, you have some good music and you're helping to push along Crunk and Buck with their new album Red Writing, which I will have an album review on too because Crunk and Buck Red Writing was something else. I'm just so happy for them, and I'm just glad to see that that mainly people I've heard of Snubnoze are doing well today. That's really all I have to say about Snubnoze Off Safety. Great album. I give it an 8 out of 10. And let me tell you, I can't wait for a future project from Snubnoze. I can't wait till I get Digital Gravel because that's the next one I'm going to listen to. But I have plenty more album reviews coming up. This is just my first one. Hope you enjoyed this. This is Shane Fleming, also known as SSF156. Came with you for my first album review, and I'll see you later. Have a good day and stay safe.